Let's talk more about this with Efraim Inbar, who's president of the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. He joins me live from Jerusalem. Sir, thank you for joining us here on Al Jazeera. We were just hearing of the impact of the rockets on Gaza. Obviously, we've had rockets into Israel as well. We're hearing from Israeli paramedics that a 6-year-old was killed in the city of Sderot. Have you been surprised by the range and power of some of the missiles that we're seeing come out of Gaza?
No, I think that most Israeli experts that follow in recent years the burgeoning capabilities, military capabilities of Hamas, are not surprised by their range or by the payload of those missiles. Of course, Israel is relying on their defense system, particularly the Iron Dome, in order to intercept them. And so far, over 90% of the incoming missiles were indeed intercepted by this missile defense system.
It seems to be, though, that they are being more effective in a sense that, as you mentioned, the Iron Dome isn't managing to intersect everything, that they seem to be going further afield. I mean, you say that experts like you perhaps are not surprised, but are we seeing a shift, a different way that these missiles are having an impact?
Well, I think that the Hamas is using saturation tactics, shooting a large number of missiles at once. And this obviously makes it more difficult for the Israeli missile defense system to intercept them. So this is the basic change. Otherwise, there is nothing new so far in the type of missile launching by Hamas.
Forgive me for pushing you on this, though, but so when you say there is a basic change, that's the point I'm trying to get at. Are we seeing these rockets push further afield and cause more damage than perhaps we have seen in earlier conflicts?
Again, the answer is no. We've seen last conflict, those missiles reaching Jerusalem. We've seen them reaching north of the Tel Aviv area. So maybe here and there there is a marginal difference, but the range so far, and I emphasize so far, is not a surprise. Maybe they keep longer range missiles for darker hours.
And do you think that that is a worry for the Israeli army?
Definitely, of course. We would like to limit as much as possible the area that is vulnerable to missile attacks. And this is a clear interest. And if, our counterattack will not help, of course, Israel might recur to a ground invasion in order to put an end to the missile threat on the Israeli population.
Efraim Inbar, president of the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Sir, thank you for sharing your views with us. Thank you.
My pleasure.